Alright, hey guys, so it's Alex here, and today I will be giving a class guide on the Scarlet Sorceress class. So first off, where can you obtain this class? You can obtain this class in shops, class shop, and you can purchase this class for 2,000 adventure coins. If you don't want to do that, you can also get this class from a boss. It can also be obtained through a boss drop, so you do /join Tower of Mirrors. You go here and just follow me. First you go to the left, all the way up now. You have to complete the storyline in this area, so make sure you do that. Boom. And this is the boss you fight. You have to fight Scarletta. It's a pretty easy drop. It's not even that hard. I don't think it's 1%. People have been telling me it's 5%, so it's not that bad. But you can get as the boss drop. And when you get as a boss drop, it will be AC tags, so you can store it in your bank forever, so that's quite nice. Now I'll be going on to explain the skill sets and of course, the statistics of this class. So what is this class mostly? I don't think of it as a soloing class. This class to me seems to be a farming class and a PvP class. This class is just so strong in farming, like it is nothing to laugh about. Okay, now we're gonna look at its statistics. Spell power 839, attack power of 60, so it's highly dependent on your intellect. Your hit is 97.48, haste 19.98, critical 27.43, evasion 16.6. Now we're going to look at its rank 4 passives. The first one is called Bad Blood, increases your damage output by 12% because why not do more damage? Your other rank 4 passive is you increase your healing by 25%, that's insane. But also lowers your endurance by 10%, so you lose a bit of HP, so whatever. You gain mana based upon your hits, mostly crits and stuff, and it's relevant to their own HP total. Now your rank 10 passive is called the Titanic Bloodline. So once in a while, you pretty much go to your full potential power, and you greatly increase your damage output, damage resistance, and haste for a short amount of time. So pretty much, you just go ham for a bit, It's pretty nice. Now also you might be looking at the damage output and you're like, hey, the damage is low but the attack speed is high. Alright, so the damage is 40% of your weapon DPS, so now we're gonna explain why the class is built around like this. Your first skill is actually your auto attack. It's called Bloodlust, 2.3 second cooldown, so you attack super fast. Pretty much, you do 40% weapon damage, so obviously that. But every time you attack, you heal. Yep, and the heal is increased the lower your health is, because you're hungrier for blood. So here we go. Here is the auto attack. Now I'm going to get myself a little low to demonstrate that it's actually healing, so alright, we're going to wait until I get a bit lower. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to auto attack, and look how my health is just healing. I'm just casually healing everything up. It's pretty insane. Alright, now we're going to go on to its 2 skill. 2 skill is called Sanguine Pulse, 10 second cooldown. 0 mana, that's right, it actually requires 0 mana. This is based upon your magical damage. This, you hit up to 3 enemies and you do a decent amount of damage. So, and after a couple seconds or so, you regain some health back. This is stronger based upon the amount of stacks you have from Crimson Ritual, which I'll explain later. All these skills are highly reliant upon your last skill. Also, this applies Decay, which means your targets or your enemies that you hit with this skill cannot heal for 6 seconds. This skill costs 10% of your max HP instead of mana. So here we go. I will do my 2 skill. It's all 3 of the targets and boom, I heal. That's pretty much it. I'll do it again so you guys can actually see the animation the skill has. There it is. Boom, and I heal again. Quite nice. Okay, now on to its 3 skill, Mirroring Arcane. 25 mana, 8 second cooldown. This hits up to 3 targets once again. This does a crazy amount of damage once you get your Crimson Ritual stacked up a bit. This also applies Hypothermia, lowering their haste by 6 seconds. Also, you sap their haste. And also, now you apply Hyperthermia, which your haste is now increased by 20% for 6 seconds. Quite awesome. Also, you have a 40% chance of stunning enemies for 3 seconds. Alright, here we go. Boom. It is such a cool animation. Like, I'm so happy they made this. Right, there we go. Once again. This class has an amazing animation skill set, by the way. Also, this class was created by Sync, so be sure to thank him for creating the skill set. Now on to its 4th skill, Malevolence. This one is 35 mana, 15-second cooldown, so your 3 and 4 skill are the only skills that require mana upon this class. This 4th skill, pretty much you absorb all the life force around you, and you prepare a big attack, so you suck all their HP. Now this applies the Wrath of the Blood Mage on you and the 3 targets. Wait, what? Why does it apply it on all of us? Well, you see. This heals you, and then you also, your enemies get healed a little, and then after a bit, you do big damage. You do damage over time, just 1 second of it, that cannot be blocked. It will never miss and cannot crit. This skill is quite interesting. It's guaranteeing you take damage, but the enemy takes more damage. So here we go. I'm gonna do it, we all heal, and boom, we all take damage over time, but they take quite a bit more. So, it's a very interesting skill. I think it's super cool the way they did this. Like, here we go, once again, they do a little heal, and then they take more damage. It's quite nice. Now on to its last skill. This skill is what puts this class together to making it the perfect package. Crimson Ritual, 5-second cooldown, based upon 10% of your max health. Okay, now we're gonna talk about it. This applies 3 different things. You apply Vermilion Pack, this increases your healing by 20%, Arcane Pack, increasing your spell damage by 50%, and Mirroring Pack, this increases your damage resistance by 10%. All these packs last for 18 seconds, and they stack up to 5 times. 5 freaking times with those things. Think about it. Your healing can go up to 100%. Your spell damage can go up to 250%. Your resistance to damage is 50% at max attack. Think about it, guys. This is insane. So we're just going to be doing the skill, and there it is. So what I'm going to be doing is going up to 5 stacks, and then I'll show you guys all the skills, but now empowered. So that's 3, unless I can't count, that's probably 4, 3. Now this is 4, and 5. Now look at the massive increase in damage. Your 2 skill now does that much damage. That's insane. Now your 3 skill now does that much damage. Even 4k. Think about it, guys. Just think about it. Keep stacking. Now your 4 skill. Do you guys believe me when I say this class is insane? Yeah, that should explain it a little. Okay, now I'll be showing you guys how to use this class in soloing, PvP, and even farming. Alright guys, so now for soloing on this class is quite interesting. What you want to do is make sure you get your 5 skills stacked up all the way. You want that 50% resistance. And make sure you use your 2 skill for, of course, healing. And your 2 skill can miss at times, so be careful with that. Your 4 skill also gives you health back. And 3 skill you use when you have lots of mana. You don't want to use it that often, so here I'll demonstrate. 5 skill to 2 skill. So he kind of dodged it, so I'm just going to stack my 5 skill a bit more. Wait a bit, you know. I'm healing from my auto attacks because of my, that's the way it works. Do my 2 skill, get some damage applied, 5 skill. So there's no reason to actually do any skill except my 3 skill, or just because my mana is so high. Once again, stack your 5 skill, stack it up. Now it should be max stack, so you don't have to worry about it. It lasts 18 seconds, so don't feel the need to actually use it off cooldown, because you don't really need to, because it does, take away some health, so it kind of is a bit of a problem. But make sure you're using it to stack it every now and then. And yeah, this class I think is super good. Like, it's not even bad. For me, it's not the fastest in soloing, but like, it gets the job done. Like, it's super good. So yeah, there you go. Just constantly keep cycling up through the skills. When you just have a lot of health, make sure you just use some skills, and boom. See? Just like that. It's quite simple. It's super strong too, guys. Trust me, it's like amazing. Alright guys, now on to the farming portion of this class. Pretty much, this class doesn't ramp up the damage until you stack up your last skill. So after you do your last skill, stacked up all the way, this is where the fun starts. There are a couple ways of using this class. I usually start with my 3 skill, then going to my 2 skill. And that does quite a bit of damage already. And if they're not dead from that, then you can do your 4 skill, you know, do a bit more extra damage. Guaranteed it hits them and they just kind of fall down on the ground. So yeah, so the reason why I do my 3 skill first is because, you know, that skill does a ton of damage. Like a ton of damage. Boom, dead. And then the reason you do your 3 skill or 2 skill after your 3 skill is because you want to get healed. Obviously, like, come on, man. Who doesn't want to get healed? So yeah, and then you just kind of do your 4 skill, you know, it's kind of like whenever they're not dead necessarily, and then they'll die. That's just the way I see my 4 skill being. But this class for farming, as you can tell, I kind of just kill everything in a couple hits. It's super strong. Right now, I consider this class to be one of the best, if not the best, farming class in the game by far. So, yeah. Alright, hey guys, so it's now Alex showing you guys the PvP portion. You want to do your 5 skill, you know, to get some sweet stacks in. Heck yeah. Usually try and get 2 at least, and then I start off with my 3 skill and then 2 skill. And then, let's see, where is he? I'm gonna do my, oh shoot. Boom. Okay, this should be it. That should do damage over time upon all of them. Now they should all be dead. Boom. And there you go. Yeah. Yeah, so once again, let me explain that. You do your 5 skill, get some stacks, and you do your 3 skill, have a chance to stun them, you know, mess them up. After your 3 skill, I recommend you do your 4 skill because you're going to heal a bit. Plus, you're going to do a bunch of damage to them that they cannot dodge. Then you do your 2 skill, which you get more health back. So, you know, pretty obvious stuff to do. Alright, guys, so now I'll be doing my final review on this class. So, what do I think about this class? I've been using this class quite a bit. Even though it just got released today, I've just been messing around with it a lot. And wow, am I impressed. Sync created this class to be insanely strong in almost pretty much every department, I think. So, we're gonna start off with soloing. Soloing, it's not the fastest out of all the soloing classes, but literally, you sustain for days. Like you're not dying. You have lots of resistance. You sap their haste, you can stun them, you get more haste. You can heal more. You can even heal more. Wait, what? Literally, your auto attack, your 2 skill, and your 4 skill are all heals. Jesus, that's a lot of heals. Plus, the damage of this class, it's not even that bad. It still does quite a bit of damage if you have your 5 skill stacked and you use your 2, 3, 4. Like, it still does quite a bit of damage. It's just not as fast as other classes. I'm giving this class, on soloing, a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's that good. Like, the more I use this class, the more that I'm like, hey, this class is pretty stinking good for soloing. Like, it's not even bad. It's so good if you know how to use it properly. Now, for farming. Oh, heck yeah, dude. What do I have to say? It's 10 out of 10, obviously. I think this is the best farming class in the game right now. Like, it has high damage. You don't have a problem with the mana unless you just spam all your skills without knowing what you're doing. But for real, it just has high damage, healing, like, wow, it has everything. It has a skill that you can't miss. Like, wow, that's super good. And now PvP. PvP, at times you may struggle on mana, but think about it, your 2 skill doesn't use mana, your 5 skill doesn't use mana. It's only your 3 and 4 skill, so even if you kind of get stuck on mana and you overuse, remember that you have a 2 skill that still does like 2000 damage. Plus, if you need mana, you can auto attack the brawlers, get a little bit back, use your 4 skill, you know, get some health back, mess them up, hit them with a move that, or an attack that can never be dodged, and they're dead. Like, this class is strong in PvP too. I'm giving this class, for PvP, a 10 out of 10. Like, some of you guys might complain to me being like, but Alex, this class doesn't have a reflecting move. So, it literally has high defense, it has high damage, it has moves you cannot freaking dodge, you can stun with this class, you can heal, and heal with this class. Like, what the heck do you want more? It hits up to 3 targets, 3 whole freaking targets. That's a lot. Yeah, this class, overall, is a super strong class, and it's easy to get. Like, it's a boss drop, guys. It's a non-member class, and it's this freaking good. Are you kidding me? That's insane. Alright, that is my entire class review on the Scarlet Sorceress class. I personally think this class is top notch. This thing is not something to laugh about. It's super good. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.